back to the best entered apps, this time for May 2026. As usual, I've got 15 awesome apps lined up for you that you've definitely never heard of. And hey, even if you just download one app from this list, all I ask is that you just give this video a thumbs up and drop a quick comment. That's what will help this video get pushed on the YouTube algorithm, and it will keep this series alive. I seriously appreciate it, guys. Okay, let's start it off strong. Whenever I swipe right on my status bar, a little live widget pill pops up. But then if I swipe down again, it turns into a music player. Swipe again, and now I get a Google search bar, and then a stopwatch from there, and once more again for a slider to control the brightness and the volume. It's really handy. But there's more. If I just tap on my camera hole punch too, I can even pull up some of my favorite apps or actions to switch to quickly. And if I long press the hole punch, I can quickly turn on Samsung's AI Select feature on my Galaxy. All of this is from a free app called Notch Touch, and of course, inside the app you can customize all these gestures with even more actions. Big shout out to AgileChip1328 for recommending this to me on my HowToMen Reddit page. If you've got an app you think I should check out, drop it there too. I might feature it on the next episode and just give you a shout out. Now, if you're really big on customization, you need to check out SynEdge. It lets you completely change your volume bar with dozens of crazy unique skins. I mean, we're talking Minecraft, Iron Man, this retro window style one, dial controls, a horizontal slider, and even a dot matrix look just like the Nothing phones. But my favorite is this one called Edge Reel. It just feels really satisfying to slide around, and on top of that, it's super precise too. And it doesn't stop there, because you can also tweak the colors of pretty much every skin, so you can dial in exactly what you want. Huge thanks to ObtainX for the recommendation on my HowToMen Reddit page. And hey, that's just 2 out of the 15 apps that I got for you for May 2026. I know I've said this before, but not many YouTubers are still doing a full 15 apps every month. So if you're enjoying this monthly series, a quick like really goes a long way. Last episode we hit 14,000 likes, which is insane. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. Let's see if this month we can hit 15,000 likes. I bet we can do it. And don't forget, I always save the best app for last, so stick around to the end. Next is a simple app called Mirrorify. It's for those times when you're not sure if you have something in your teeth or you want to fix your hair, because it'll add a new button to your lock screen where if you tap it, it'll bring up a quick mirror with your front camera so you can fix yourself up. And then when you're done, you can just tap that button again to make it disappear or just lock the phone. No need to open the camera app or unlock the phone just to see what you look like. It's super quick and easy. Next up, Bluetooth priority. This one's actually really smart because it lets you pick one Bluetooth device as the main priority, and if you connect another Bluetooth gadget, it can't hijack the audio. In other words, let's say I set my Sony ULT speaker as the main priority. Now, even if I open my headphones and the auto connect to the phone, the sound will still keep playing from the speaker and not let my headphones take over the audio. The only way to switch the audio is by toggling off the app and then manually switching the device within the media output feature in the music player. It's a simple tool, but one of a kind that I haven't seen any other app accomplish. The only thing is that it does require the Shizuku app to run, so if you never used that before, I'll leave a video tutorial in the YouTube card so you can learn how to use it and set it up properly. Then there's AI Detector QuickTile, which does exactly what it sounds like. It adds a tile to your quick settings that scans your screen and tells you if whatever you're looking at, whether it be a video or a photo, is AI generated. It comes in handy for social media apps like TikTok and Instagram because there's just so much AI stuff floating around there. You just never really know what's real and what's not anymore. I mean, sometimes. Just keep in mind that it's not always 100% accurate, but I do like that it gives you a percentage indicating how confident it is. And then inside the app, you can even upload photos and videos from your gallery as well to see if they're real or fake too. And don't worry, all this processing is done right on your device, so nothing gets uploaded to a random cloud server. A huge thanks to NoSignal5542 for recommending this to me on my HowToMen Reddit page. Moving on, this free open source app called SmartEdge has really helped me improve multitasking on my phone. I mean, you see, no matter what app I'm using, I can just long press and swipe from the left edge and pull in this modern side panel. It contains my favorite apps and even has different actions that I can pick from, including letting me open up the power menu much more quickly. I can adjust the volume or brightness. I can take screenshots, or my favorite is that I can even open up a full app drawer to let me jump to any app quickly. And of course, inside the app, I can even customize everything about the panel, including its looks, how you can interact with it, and a lot more. Now sure, there are other apps just like this, but a lot of them are pretty outdated, are closed sourced, and have most of their features just locked behind a paywall. This one on the other hand, this one's fresh, it's open source, and it's completely free to use. Do you guys remember Windorstat on Windows? The OGs will for sure know it. It's that app that shows you a bunch of colorful blocks representing what's taking up space on your computer. The bigger the block, the bigger the file size, and everything's color-coded too so you know what the file types are. Well, with file tree size, it brings that same idea to any Android. It scans your storage and lays everything out in a square visualization so you can quickly spot what's eating up space and you can delete it. You can even jump between folders to get super specific. Plus, if you enable Shizuku mode, you can access system files too, which is pretty great if you like to get really in depth. And if you prefer to, you can still switch to a simpler bar style graph instead. It's easier to see sometimes. But still, it's a really useful app overall. You know, instead of typing everything out, lately I've just been talking to my phone because it's so much faster and way easier to do. It's honestly been saving me a ton of time. And no, I'm not using Gboard's crappy voice typing feature because it literally makes hundreds of mistakes. I've actually been using this app called Wispr Flow, the sponsor of this video, because it literally adds this small button above any keyboard I use, and it doesn't matter what app I'm using too. And then when I tap it or long press it, I can just talk to it normally and quickly, and it'll write out what I said in perfect grammar. I can even mess up too and say words like or and it'll still clean everything up. That's something that Android's normal dictation just can't do. I mean, here's a quick comparison between Android's voice to text and Wispr Flow. I'm heading to the store real quick. Here's a list of the things I'm grabbing: eggs, bread, oh wait, not bread, tortillas, cereal, and milk. I'll be back in around 20 minutes. Wait, no, actually 30 minutes. Let me know if you need anything. See what I mean? Wispr Flow is just way better. I've been using it for writing emails, especially since it can even format them professionally. I've also used it when I respond to Slack messages, when I write out tweets too, or even when I write scripts. And here's the neat part, the more you use it, the more accurate it gets too, because it picks up on names and certain terms from whatever app you're in. And even if you're not an Android user, it also works for iPhone, Windows, and Mac too, so you can write much faster on whatever device you want. So I'm telling you, if you want to write out messages faster and more accurately with no grammar mistakes, you need to download Wispr Flow through the link at the top of the description. Plus, if you use the promo code HowToMen at the desktop checkout, you even get 1 month of Wispr Flow Pro for free. Definitely check it out, you won't regret it. If you're like me and you like downloading apps outside the Play Store, especially from GitHub, you're probably using something called like Obtainium to keep them all updated. Well, I've got an even better alternative called ObtainX. It's a fork of Obtainium that basically improves it overall. Like for example, before you could just add apps using a URL, or you could search it too, and you could do the same thing on ObtainX. But on top of that, with ObtainX, you get the extra option to import apps that you already have installed on your device, and it'll automatically look them up on F-Droid, GitHub, APK Mirror, and more to keep them updated. You can even add them in bulk too, which is a really huge time saver. To be fair though, it doesn't always find the source of the app, but it usually does. The regular Obtainium app doesn't have that. ObtainX also gives you way more control over how apps get installed, like letting you use third-party installers. And the whole UI feels a bit more polished and modern since it's using a Material You theme. Plus, it has a few extra features as well, like it's got better organization with folders, smart filtering, and swipe gestures. And there are a ton more advantages. Their GitHub page even has a full comparison. Huge thanks to iWizardB for the recommendation on my Reddit page. If you want to stop wasting time doom scrolling, you've got to start using DigiPaws. I'm telling you, out of all the well-being apps out there, this one is by far the best one to help you stop that addiction. Here's how it works. Whenever I open TikTok, Instagram, or even YouTube, a warning pops up and forces me to wait at least 15 seconds before I can get in. That alone just gives me time to think, like, do I really want to waste my time opening the app? Most of the time I click no, but if I proceed, once I'm in, it shows me a stopwatch of how long I've been scrolling. And every time I swipe to a new video, a big number pops up showing me exactly how many videos I've scrolled through for that day. It really puts things into perspective to really just see that number in your face and just put your phone down. Plus, those numbers don't reset too if you switch between apps. It keeps counting everything up until midnight. Plus, DigiPaws has other useful tools in there too, including a grayscale filter that you can enable for specific apps if you want to make them gray and boring. You have a focus mode to block everything except what you whitelist, a keyword blocker too, and a lot more. Next is Praya, and this might finally be the best solution that I've ever found for helping me get out of bed easier. So instead of the usual annoying alarm sound that you just snooze right away, this one literally wakes you up with a fake phone call. Like your lock screen will light up like someone's calling you and you can answer it, and then it plays a message, whether that's your own voice, a loved one, or even something like a daily verse or reminder.
Make sure to do your homework and do it fast. It's due at 8 a.m.
That way it kind of tricks your brain into paying attention when it's early in the morning. Now I will say the whole call simulation thing might feel a little gimmicky at first, and it's probably not for everyone, but if you're someone who constantly hits snooze or struggles to get out of bed, this is honestly a really creative way to fix that. Next, if you got a newer Samsung phone, you should check out LiveBridge. It's a free and open source app that makes the nav bar just way more useful by adding more activities to it, like the weather information, you can see the network speed, sometimes it'll even show you important notifications like an incoming email and a lot more. That way you can interact with them from the status bar or the lock screen much more easily. And don't worry, the app is very customizable too. You can even blacklist apps that you don't want showing up. If you actually care about how your headphones sound, you need to try out this app called 32 Steps. It's free, open source, and it basically tunes your headphones using auto EQ profiles. That way they sound more accurate and probably even better. And honestly, depending on your headphones, you'll notice the difference right away. Plus on top of that, you can also get a full equalizer if you want to tweak things further. Then from there, one of my favorite features about this app too is that it lets you set custom volume steps. Meaning you can adjust the number of times that you press the volume key to adjust the volume. Most Androids usually limits it to like around 15 or 20 steps. This app lets you get more precise by letting you add as many volume steps as you'd like, even up to 100 steps, which is pretty crazy, but for an audio head who wants the utmost precision, this is the best solution. If your phone doesn't have a private space to hide your files, you can try this free app called Lockify. It looks like a normal calculator at first, but once you type in your code and unlock it with your biometrics, you can see all your hidden files. You can hide pretty much anything, including photos, videos, documents, and a lot more. It even encrypts them too, not just renaming or hiding the files like some other apps do. So it's really locked away. And it works offline too. There's no accounts, no cloud syncing, no tracking. Everything just stays right on your device. Now there are tons of apps just like this, but I still prefer this one because it's completely free and open source without anything sketchy going on. If you're always adjusting your volume throughout the day, you can use adaptive volume to automatically set the right volume level based on your surroundings. It uses your microphone to detect how noisy your environment is, and then it raises or lowers your volume accordingly. So here's a live demo of it. As I speak and I get loud, the volume goes up, but then when I stop talking and there's no noise in the background, the volume will go back down, as you can see there. It works really well, and I don't even have to have the app open. You can see here it works in X. Goes up when I talk, goes back down when I don't talk. I also like that it goes a bit further with things like voice detection to just lower the volume when someone's talking. Plus, everything runs locally on your device, so no data or audio is being collected. And sure, some phones like the Google Pixels have something similar called adaptive sound, but this app just gives you way more control and works on pretty much any Android device. And now for the best app on this entire list, an open source app called EveryLasting Android Tweak. This thing is honestly kind of insane with how much it packs in. It's basically a toolbox for your entire phone. You can enable extra custom gestures, find and enable hidden Android features. You can get that Google Maps power saving mode that only the Pixels have. You can see your battery health too. You can add a custom nav bar, secondary display, custom charging animation, custom sounds, lock screen widgets, extra quick setting tiles. It just keeps going. It just touches so many parts of Android without needing root, which is pretty incredible to see. Now because it does so much, not every feature will work properly or perfectly on every phone. I myself had a few things that didn't work on my phone, but others might work fine for you. Also, the developer actually just discontinued the app on April 20th, a few weeks ago, which is kind of unfortunate, meaning that it won't get updated anymore, but I do have a feeling that if more people start using it again, there's always a chance that it will continue to get updated. Either way, right now, it's one of the most feature-packed Android apps that I've ever seen. Anyway, if you want to keep watching, you should definitely check out my Top Tech series. Just like how I look for underrated apps on Android, I also look for underrated useful tech that'll make your life easier and more productive. And if you even downloaded one app from this video, a quick thumbs up would really help us hit that 15,000 like goal. I appreciate you guys for watching all the way through, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Kapow!